Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. Joining us tonight is psychic medium Chris Medina. Let's get into some hot topics. Let's have a little fun and lighten the mood here. Now, let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. According to The Blast, Kanye has been dropped from performing at the upcoming Grammy Awards. The website wrote that the decision was made partially because Trevor Noah is hosting the ceremony. And there was a concern about the two men's interaction during the show because of Ye's online posts about Noah. Trevor Noah cleared the air about the situation in a tweet that reads, "I said counsel Kanye, not cancel Kanye." Ladies, are you surprised? Vivica, what do you think?
Well, first of all, I love that response from Trevor that, he's like a lot of people that at this point, everyone's kind of going, okay, listen, stop it with the jokes. This isn't funny. Like, this is getting really serious and there are children involved. And it's gone too far. So at this point, let's get some professional help in here. This isn't about counseling someone because that may send him further into his everything that's going on right now, because it's very neurotic and getting a little scary. So that I love that he's like, hey, let's pull back. Let's find out what his triggers are and let's help this young man. And so I think that was an excellent statement by Trevor.
Lisa Ray, what do you think?
Same thing. Same here. I think it's not, for us to make fun of him. It is absolutely to be able to nurture him, uplift him, and help him.
Selena?
I don't think it's right that they canceled the show. I don't think it's fair. I
mean, they canceled him from the show.
They canceled him. Yeah, they canceled his show. They canceled him from performing on the Grammys.
Right.
They did the canceling of the social media, whatever. Okay, whatever. You say he threatened the people. That's not right. Okay, cool. But I don't think it was fair to cancel his performance, especially since you let Donald Trump talk and a whole insurgence happened. I think we just doing too. I agree with both Lisa Ray and Vivica, but I think sometimes we do too much too fast in terms of cancel the person and throw them away and throw them in the garbage. Like, do we ever try to help people? Is that something that is ever going to be on the agenda to try to help people? Now, I know that you can try to help somebody sometimes too, and then they don't receive the help or act right or want the help, because then what do you do then? But if the question is, was it right for them to cancel him from doing the show? I don't think it was right to cancel him, but now that you have, it's not like you can say, okay, never mind, we take it back. Because now we all know Kanye, if he get on that stage, he gonna give it to them. He gonna cuss them out.
I respectfully disagree with you. And this is why my point. I think if something does happen from all the stuff he's been saying, encouraging people to go after Pete Davidson, making threats to D.L. Hughley, talking about, I can have you hurt. Imagine if that was you being talked about and someone was saying, I could do this to you. And then the Grammys gives them a platform to continue to encourage their fans to go at you. I just feel like they don't want that liability legally to have to be responsible if he encourages. And we don't really know what he's going to say. He's been a loose cannon, but I do agree he should be helped. But that doesn't mean that you're still entitled to those big gigs like that. If any of us were wilding out like that, we would not be able to go on I think we would be in trouble here, much less on the Grammy. So
I do agree with you on that, Claudia. It's testy. Because it's like you did go up there with Taylor Swift that time, and you did act.
He should probably lose all his Grammy Award show from that. Chris, what do you think?
Just sing at home. Just
Chris, what do you think about the state of mind of Kanye?
I mean, this is a man that's hurting, that's in pain. You know what I'm saying? I mean, is what he's doing right? The threatening and all that stuff. Look at the industry that he's in. Look at how he has to voice his opinions and his concerns. Yep. This is, it's difficult. I don't condone his behavior. I actually, we're his people that are backing him up. We're the people that are in his corner, jumping in. I mean, if this was my boy, you know what I'd be doing? I mean, I'd be jumping in there saying, let's kind of take a step back here. And he doesn't have that in his corner. They're kind of allowing him to be this loose cannon and dig himself deeper and deeper into this with no life reserve. Does that make sense?
Whoever was with him when he made that video of decapitating Pete Davidson, who allowed that?
Well, I can say this because I know a lot of the people that are around Kanye, and they are totally and completely honest with him and tell him that things are not right and things are not okay. So I don't think it's fair to say your friends need to do better,
No, yeah.
but no, I know what you're saying too, Chris. Like there is a support base that you do listen to, maybe that could probably say something else. I don't know, but I know that his friends that he's had for many, many years, they voice their opinions about things that are not right. But Kanye is a grown man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes too, like sometimes he just say stuff that people just don't want to hear because they're not used to hearing that kind of talk, And in our industry, we are silenced a lot. They expect us to shut up and sing, or shut up and dance, or shut up and perform. So when you do have an opinion that is not of the popular, it's not popular with everybody else's way of thinking, then automatically you're outcast, and now nothing you say and things you say nobody listens to. It's because he said other stuff that was so wow. Now if you say anything, everything is a fool, and that's the problem. Like you said, if you say something over here and then you say something over here that actually does make sense, it don't matter, because what you said over here has covered. It's still, people still mad about over here. So now everything is a fool. Yeah. I just wish he would. I don't know. I just wish he would stop certain stuff, but then nobody knows the truth about what's really going on in his life and what's really like what really is going on in your marriage. Maybe he is being held from his kid. Like nobody really knows the truth. We just know what you're doing up top that looks crazy. That's all we know.
And look, and I mean, no disrespect, but look who he's going up against.
And there's that.
So I mean,
I disagree.
Okay.
I feel like he gets too many passes because he's talented, and we are making. I feel like he's been babied so much. Oh, he's going through this. He's going through that. Everyone on this panel is going through stuff. We're not threatening people on the internet, y'all.
Sure.
I don't know.
Claudia, I feel you. No, I'm totally with you, but you have to understand. This is what I try to understand.
Yeah.
Our psyche is not like his. When people have actual mental disorders,
true,
they do things that we cannot understand.
I'm glad you touched on that. And that's exactly what's going on, is that, again, I don't want to say a mental defect there, but it adds to that stress and then that lashing out. So, how do you prevent somebody from doing that? I mean, we can't put them in a corner, put a straitjacket on them and say, you can't touch anything here, but at least have some of that downtime to kind of reflect, use not manipulative words here, but think about your kids, think about what you're doing this for and how this looks here, and trying to touch him that way there, instead of, I agree with everybody here, Claudia too, with the, he's gotten too many passes here.
Chris, let's end this conversation on him on a positive note, like on uplifting, because that's what we try to do. We discuss the problem and then let's get out of this. Yeah. How could Kanye, work on getting out of his own way? Because honestly, no one here wants to see him fail. We want to see him go back to that happy Kanye that was releasing that fire. You know what I mean? So what could he do to get out of his own way to not destroy his legacy? We don't want to see this man go out bad. We don't.
He's going to need a really strong process. This is somebody that's going to have to restructure their way of thinking, a lifetime of thinking a certain way, and restructure in a way that works with him rather than against him, taking that downtime to mentally heal, being away from all that negative energy and allowing himself that time alone to get inside his head. And just like what, again, I have to throw Selena in there, that is their craft, that is their talent, that is their God-given gift, and maybe channeling it through that to help them in some way.